Hey everybody, happy Saturday to you. It is a beautiful day out here in Portland. I want to say thank you for dropping in for this class. This is my first ever Zoom class. I've been wanting to do this for a while and just feel, called to get to connect with more people. Like, um, not being able to do body work and massage and like all the things I love to do with this whole quarantine thing has just been bit of a bummer, to be honest, but I'm handling it well. I'm in a really good space, and this opportunity for quarantining has been helping me pivot to do more online training and online work with people. Um, it just makes a lot more sense and scalable, and just really nourishes my body when I feel into the lifestyle that it can bring, like having more freedom. I think is always the goal. And so, yeah, and I can just help more people with working out, exercise science, and more importantly, just bringing that into the healing space and to the self-care space, because exercise has been a game changer for me. And you're definitely on the same wavelength because you wanted this replay or you're here in this class. Like, exercise is important in your life. So, um, just, yeah, that's just wanted to share that, drop in with that. That's what's alive for me. I went live earlier, or I started the class earlier and had a bunch of tech issues with my laptop and getting frustrated. And I was like, okay, like, get through this. It's not a big deal. Like, so, yeah. So whatever is alive for you, where you're at, like, I don't like, I resonate with you. I love you. Um, and I'm excited to work out with you and do some prayer work and do some energy work. So real quick, the class, we're going to start with a little drop-in meditation. Um, with everything that's going on, it's going to be nice to just kind of dial in um, energetically and spiritually, and just set the space, set the container, and then send some healing love and some healing energy to people out there in the world that are being affected by this, and then send that energy for yourself. And then with that intention, with that prayer, we're going to go right into a little warm up. Do like a little yoga flow, and do some like hard style Qigong. Thanks to my brother David Beaudry for giving me the download on that. So I'll be bringing that into the mix, and then we're going to go right into a body weight workout. So you're going to need a yoga mat. So real quick, if you don't have one right next to you, go grab one real quick, so that you can jump right into the flow. All right, so I got my chair out here. The roosters, the birds are singing. I just wanted to give you a minute and grab some water for the workout. Grab a journal if you feel super inspired and you get a download while you're working out or afterwards. Like, go right into it, get it on paper. Grab your yoga mat. We'll get started here in like 30 seconds. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do a little seated qigong, a little prayer work, set some intentions, and yeah, let's get to it. So we're gonna start by sitting down, standing up. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do this sitting down, and we're gonna bring our hands together. Rub, 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 rub. I start out pretty much all my meditations like this. Big breath into the nose. Exhaling. Just feel that weight come off your shoulder. Big breath in. Relax. Exhale. Keep rubbing. Keep rubbing. Dude, I'm getting really hot. Big breath in. exhale, allow the hands to slowly come apart, as if you're feeling like a ball of energy in your hands. Let's go ahead and connect with that energy. Connect with the energy that's flowing through you and pouring out of your hands. Really soft, slow movements are better than fast movements, so keep slowing down. Allow your breath to help guide you into that slower space. May feel like a little magnetic tingling or pulling on the fingertips. That's what we're looking for. And as you breathe in, just allow the ball to naturally get bigger. And as you exhale, allow that ball to naturally condense. Good. Now we're just going to sit here and hold this ball. It's kind of shining towards our belly. And our belly, as we breathe, energy from our lower dantian is connecting with our hands. So from this space, we're going to connect to heaven and earth. Seal the container. Seal the space. So as you breathe in, allow a golden smile from your heart. Penetrate down the back, down the legs, and like roots penetrating into the earth. Seeing that love and appreciation, feeling that gratitude for the earth below your feet, for the earth and all it provides for us. Send some love and gratitude down those roots as it connects with the core. Feel that connection. Take a big breath in, exhale, relax into that connection. Just allow any heaviness to be, just allow that heaviness to be released. Any worry, any anxiety, just allow it to be released down into the earth. Smiling as you feel the nourishment and the support of the earth. Big breath of gratitude. Just draw that earth energy as you breathe in, up the legs, up the roots. A golden river filling the belly. As you exhale, feel that love go deeper into the earth. And as you breathe in, allow, feel that love returning. Feel that earth energy coming back up and pooling around. Genuinely, there's a draft on my neck. I'm going to cover my neck. Feeling that earth energy pooling in your belly, overflowing the lower dantian. Breathe in, allow that earth energy to rise up into the heart. Filling the heart, filling the lungs, like a mighty river rushing up. And then allow it to project out of the palms, coming out of the arm, into your hands. Almost like the earth energy is rising, rising, rising. And we feel that weight of the earth just kind of anchoring us even deeper. Crows like this meditation. They're digging this energy we're cultivating here. Crow medicine here. Now with your intention, you feel that earthly chi enveloping you. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. Bring your intention with a brilliant white light. As you exhale, send that white light up to the central sun, to the core of the universe, beyond the multiverse. Send it to that intelligence, to that space that is behind all creation, that benevolent space that makes all this possible. Feeling that connection with this grand architect, this grand intelligence, like you're returning home. Letting just the weight of the world relax. Feeling that love and that appreciation for this connection. Draw that love and that gratitude from your creator down the channel into the body. Feel it penetrate into the earth. With that being the intention, just allow the process to unfold naturally. Allow your body to overflow with heavenly and earthly chi. Allow it to fill the oceans and rivers in the body. Feeling the posture just correct itself automatically. Now, as we sit in this vacuum, healing energy, in this vortex of unconditional love, we're going to rub our hands together to warm them up. And it's cold out here. We'll warm this up. And we're just going to tune in real quick and just pray. Pray with our Creator. We know right now on this earth we're facing really challenging times. And it sucks, but it's necessary and it's beautiful. And I know, God works in mysterious ways. And we just adapt, we pray, and we take action with love. So from this place of empowerment, we're just going to go ahead and send some love and some gratitude and support, healing energy to all the first responders, doctors, scientists, and people that are working on correcting the situation, on bringing us into a place where we're growing and learning, we're saving lives, and at the same time holding strength to stay strong in our faith, to not, give into fear, where we give up freedom, where we have strength and support for those that are doing the right things from a good place, to send love and support to those that have died or that have been affected by this, or they know someone personally that have suffered a loss. As we nourish them and support them and hold space for them, we hold the light. Sending love to everyone that is just working on doing what they can, doing their part. I'm grateful for you. I honor you. Keep up the good work. May the truth prevail. May the truth prevail. There's a lot of conflicting information out there. A lot of different theories about what's going on. There's more at play here than just saving lives from a virus. There's something else going on. It just doesn't make sense. That's where I stand. And from this place of faith and connection with heaven and earth, and with this truth that I hold in this being, from a place of love, I'm sending love and support. Because we're changing. This world and us as a species are changing exponentially. world's not going to be the same. So have strength, send love and support, and work with what you're called to do, with your soul, with your heart. Seeing this gracefully transition into a beautiful thing. So it would be now that prayer and that intention, send it, that love and that healing energy and support on ourselves. You have community, you have friends, you have family. Speak out, connect for your love. Break the habits of a routine that's limiting your connections. Speaking to myself here, it's easy for me to get lost in that. So, thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, ancestors, for clearing the way. Thank you for this health. Thank you for these practices. Thank you for this knowledge and wisdom. I feel complete. Whenever you feel complete, just go ahead and sit back. Feel some of that good medicine in. And we're going to shift gears now. We're going to shift gears to anchoring that intention, anchoring that prayer into our movement practice. So we're going to do a little warm up, and then we're going to go right into the exercises. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah. So just gonna get this figured out. All right. We're going to start with some cat-cows just to wake the spine up a little bit more. Filling the reception vessel, opening that governing vessel, and connect our pelvis, our spine, to our head and neck. Just getting everything moving and flowing together. Go ahead. Big breath in. I like to start with an exhale. Exhale. Round the back, push the earth away from you. Spread the shoulder wings, the shoulder blades apart. Breathe in. Retract the shoulder blades. Arch the back. As you arch the back, bring it up into the neck. Opening the neck. As you breathe in, round the back, push the earth away. Feeling engagement underneath the armpits, getting a serratus, getting a stretch in the upper back. Tucking the tailbone under, pulling the core back, squeezing the core. Breathing in. Arching the back, up. Breathe in, rounding the back. All right. From here, I'm going to flow right into a downward dog. Get the posterior chain warmed up. Get the calf and hamstring. Get the shoulders warmed up. Woo, they're tight. And you're going to push the earth away. Try and bring the head underneath the armpits. Bring that butt up in the air. And if you have to bend the knees, that's okay. Some people are just way more tighter than others. I have been working out a lot, so I need to do more stretching. We'll walk each dog. Focus on one leg at a time. Really push the earth away. Bring the chest towards the knees. Try to bring the heels flush. Big breaths in. Really get deeper in that stretch. Cool. And then bring your left leg up front. Do a little pigeon pose. We're going to hit this glute. Chest up. And just lean forward as you exhale. Big breaths in. You're able to get a little deeper as you exhale. And play with bringing your butt up or down to where you really feel that stretch in your glute. You have to burp. Things move, energy moves, it's all good. Remember, we want to keep the spine straight, chest and extension, and then lean forward over the knee. Reach forward over the knee instead of rounding over. Okay. Arch the back, engage the core, lean forward. Good. Back to downward dog. And then bring the opposite leg up front. And find that spot where you really feel that glute start to open up. Bring that chest straight. Exhale. Lean over. Get deeper in that stretch. On my right glute is not as tight as my left one, that's for sure. Okay, so back to downward dog. And we're going to inchworm up. Drop the hips underneath. As you breathe in, try and stack one vertebra at a time. Into extension. Let the chin sit back. Lengthen the spine. Feeling that crown and that root opening up even further. Breathing in between the vertebrae. Feeling them breathe as blood. Nervous system expanding and breathing. Whoa. I absolutely love that spinal ripple after a good stretch flow like that. Feels so open. Yeah. So we're going to transition now into the Qigong component to this. We're going to go into balancing the three treasures, opening, just getting the channels open and getting the spine more open, getting the chi flowing. I learned this from David Beaudry, a good brother of mine, amazing man, and he's a medical Qigong master. So we're going to be doing some movements that I've learned in my training, in my time, and becoming a Qigong practitioner. And then we're just going to take that space, that energetic space that we hold and cultivate, and just flow right into more of a dynamic warm-up and into the workout itself. So grab some water, have that ready. Again, make sure you got everything you need. Cut off all the distractions you can. This is going to be your time, so stay focused, and let's roll with this. Okay. So we're going to start with balancing the three treasures. From here, feet shoulder width apart. Drop the tailbone underneath. Tucking the tailbone under. Screwing my legs into the earth, so I'm externally rotating. I'm activating my glutes, rotating the knees out, and drilling my feet into the earth. You should notice when you have it engaged, it feels like you're spiraling into the earth externally. Now I got this nice root. Again, keeping that tailbone tucked underneath. I'm going to breathe in, drawing earth energy up through my roots, into the belly, into the heart. Exhale, softly roll the ball of energy down the arms, in the hands. You'll feel it roll. Exhaling. Transition, like rolling the hands over the ball. Grasp onto little clouds of energy. Breathe in. Extend. Exhale. Relax. Extend further. Breathe in. Clearing the clouds. Exhale. Forward fold. Straight spine. Feeling that stretch in the hamstring and the calf. Feel those arms grab the energy from the earth, pulling it up the legs, filling the belly, overflowing the spine and the heart. Exhaling, flowing out. Transition, roll the wave, breathe in. Relax. Clearing open. Now you're connecting with the earth chi. Feeling the heavenly chi descend to earth. Penetrating into the earth, coming back. Earth chi rises. Overflowing the lower dantian. Up into the heart. Overflowing the middle dantian. Exhale. Feeling that heart opening up even more. Allowing like mist, that energy of the heart to rise. Connecting with the upper dantian. Feeling like an antenna to God. Breathing in, exhale. Clearing, open. Parting the clouds. And here, just go along at your own breath, at your own speed. Feeling the energy, leading it up. Breathing in as you rise. Pause as you transition and lengthen. Exhale as you descend. Breathing in as you rise. Overflowing the belly and heart. Soft. Exhale. Soft. Soft, real soft. Breathing in. Exhaling. Last one here. Now we're going to hold this energetic ball in our middle dantian. Now we're going to go into, I call it it's like this 360 warm-up. I'm working in 360 degrees, with my spine in rotation. I'm working my arms. It's a little more dynamic in regards to I'm going to squeeze and contract my muscles. So balancing the three treasures was really soft, relaxing, and flowing, very yin, very nourishing. This one's going to be a little more yang. So I'm going to breathe in, expanding the arms, transition, exhale, come into a nice horse stance, deep sumo squat. And I'm gripping the earth with my feet, externally rotating my legs as I push out. I'm pulling my shoulder blades back and down, packing and retracting my shoulders. So I'm engaging the muscles in my back, engaging the muscles in my glutes and in my legs. And I'm engaging the muscles in the arms as I push out. So I'm going in 4 directions here. Big breath in, exhale, push a little harder, squeeze a little more. As you breathe in, soften your body, soften the contraction, round the back, bringing the energy forward. As you breathe in, pull the energy back. And as you exhale, drop into that sumo squat again. Push your arms forward. So bringing the shoulder blades back, squeezing the back, pushing the arms forward. So I'm going in 2 directions. And then I'm drilling my legs into the earth. Lower body, upper body engaged. Engage the core. Keep it nice and tight. Big breath. Feel the energy move through. Good. Soft. Relax. Breathe in as you rise. Breathe in. Gather the chi. Exhale. Rotate to your right. Legs still rooted. Exhale. Drop into that deep squat. Eyes looking straight ahead. I'm stretching my arms, squeezing the back, squeezing the legs, squeezing the core. Big breath in as you keep squeezing. Open the fingers. Feel how when you move the fingers, the muscles and the fascia starts to shift. Feel a stretch. Find those sticky spots. Breathe into those sticky spots. Exhale. Push even more. Relax as you breathe in. Back hand comes forward. Breathe in, gathering, feeling the heart. Eyes straight ahead. Exhale, drop into that deep stance. Drilling into the earth, pushing the hands apart. Squeezing the back, engaging the core. Whole body firing up. Breathe in as you relax, gathering chi. And this one's going to be a little different. This one we're going to forward fold over, and then we're going to do like a T, thoracic rotation. So gathering. Hey, Paulo. Hey, buddy. Gathering the energy in. Exhale. Sinking forward. Forward fold. So bring the hips back. Bring the hip back. Hip hinging back. Drilling the earth. And push away with your fingertips. Reach for the stars. Drill those legs. Engage that core. And then allow the heavenly chi to ascend, or I'm sorry, to descend into your hand, down the arm, into your body. Exhale, relax. I feel the whole right side of my body as I was open like that, just overflowing with heavenly energy. And now I'm just rooting that into the earth. And from here, it's going to kind of pivot side to side, get the hips to open up a little bit more. And then I'm going to forward fold, and then I'm going to open up my left side of the body. So drill those legs into the earth, engage the glute, engage the legs, reach, push the earth away with your fingertips, reach with the hand that's up, squeeze that back, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. Big breaths here. And then relax, soft, and just allow that energy from above to fill your hand, fill the arm, fill the shoulder, fill the whole left side of your body. And then when you feel ready, you bring that energy down. Root it into the earth. Good. And as you sit in this seated squat position, you can just kind of tune in with your root chakra. Bring the awareness up, down, feeling your taji below your spine. Legs rooted into the earth. Hands are soft. That last part there just spontaneously happened. I didn't plan that. That just happened. Lots of good things coming through today. So, awesome. We're going to get into the more dynamic part. We just finished our Qigong component. Now we're going to go and just like get into more hard style. So we're going to do some planks. We're going to bird dog. We're going to do flying lunge. Do all this fun stuff, and then we're going to seal it with pulling down the heavens, and then we're going to go into the even harder workout, right? So we're just wrapping up here our dynamic warm-up. Once you kind of get familiar with this yourself, like a lot of this stuff can go by a lot faster. So in a class setting like this, it's a little slower, but it is what it is. Appreciate you and your patience, and let's just get to it. So we're going to, from here, transition into a plank. You can go low. You can go high. Doesn't really matter. I'm just focused on engaging my interior chain. So arms shoulder width apart, toes rooted into the earth. Try and keep your back. Try to keep your hips from sagging or getting too high. Try and find right in the middle, and then squeeze your arms together. Engage the lats. Engage. Squeeze the belly back. Engage the core. Bring the ribs back towards the hips and the hips towards the ribs. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze the glutes. Pull the hands and toes towards each other. You should get deeper and deeper contractions, engaging more muscle fibers, engaging your nervous system even more, getting more connected with your muscles. So my body is shaking now that I layered all these contractions. My whole interior chain is getting lit. So I'm not just resisting gravity here. I'm bracing and contracting my lats, my bicep, my chest, my core, my glutes, my legs, my toes, pulling it all towards the belly. And then relax. We're going to do one more plank. So remember, you can layer these contractions. Try and connect with these muscles and contract them, and then hold that contraction while you contract the other set of muscles. Okay. All right, next plank. Out. So pull the belly back, squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes, engage the legs, squeeze the legs together, and then engage the lats, engage the arm, Pull the arms and legs towards the midline of the body, towards the belly button. Should get really warm, hot. That's a good sign. Big breaths here. Focus through it. Keeping all those contractions. Good, relax. Now we're going to transition to some bird dogs. So here I'm in this like bear crawl position. Knees underneath the hips. Rolling the shoulders back. And opposite arm and leg. So left hand, right leg extend out. Bring your toes towards you, fingertips straight ahead. And then squeeze the back, squeeze the glute. Hold them up. Exhale. Squeeze the belly. Tuck the hip underneath. Draw the elbow towards the belly button. Hold it, squeezing, pulling the belly button in, squeezing the core. Exhale, extending out. Squeezing that butt, raising the leg and arm up in the air, getting the posterior chain warmed up. Exhale, squeezing the core, tucking the hips underneath, bringing the knee towards the arm, cross body, shoulder, elbow, towards the belly. Shoulder should be getting nice and warm from all of that rooting. Try and stack your joints, shoulder over elbow, shoulder over elbow over wrist. Exhale. Good, switch sides. Some people do these, you can do these fast, you can do them slow. I prefer to go slow. Focus on the contraction a little bit better. Cool, exhale. Reaching out. So engage the glute. As the glute contracts, the leg comes up. Squeezing the back, reaching with the fingertips out. Squeezing the core, curling the pelvis. As you exhale, pull that belly back. Breathing in, expanding out. Hold it, squeeze that butt, raise that leg and arm. One more. Awesome. Cool. From here, I'm going to downward dog. And then stagger that stance. Come on up. And we're going to do what I call like a flying lunge. So what I consider anything flying is like when my arms are externally rotated, when my chest is open and my back is retracted. So when I'm doing any kind of upper body positioning where I'm externally rotating, I kind of use like I'm flying. Right? So we're going to do a flying lunge pulse. So spine straight, roll the shoulders back, bring your left leg back into that reverse lunge, and we can come down and then up, down and up. So I'm pushing with my front heel into the earth, squeezing my glutes, and I'm like trying to bring the legs together as I rise up. Squeezing the shoulder blades back, thumb back. We're just priming and pumping the legs here, getting the back prime. Nice isometric contraction in the back. Get a nice stretch in the chest. Getting these legs warmed up. And I'm not counting. I'm just going to a good burn. Woo. Once you get about 10, 15, 20, doesn't matter. Switch legs. This is good if you do a lot of desk work, a lot of rounding of the shoulders. We want to train ourselves, keep our chest open. So the heart and the lungs, we want these energy channels to be open. Better posture, better energy flow. And we train that with awareness and actually doing it. But then at the same time, again, our back more connected and our back working for us to actually help assist the process. Most people are what I notice is most of our backs are weak, and this is too tight. So we open that up, strengthen the back. Okay? Switch legs. Switching legs. Rolling back. Finding your balance. Squeezing the glutes. So I'm pushing with my toe on the back leg, in the middle of my foot down the front leg. Bringing them shoulder blades back, thumb back. Awesome. So yeah. Whew. Real quick, just want to check in. I got people messaging me, so I don't know if they're in the room or. Okay. Grab some water real quick. What's going on here? Cool. All right, thanks for your patience. So just to kind of seal the warm-up together, we're going to pull down the heavens. So getting back into the three, bringing the three worlds together, heaven, earth, and man. Pull down the heavens. We're going to energy flowing down into the earth, out the fingertips. Feeling it rippling over the arms. Earth energy rises. As I breathe in, exhale. Oh. Breathing in as the arms rise, exhaling as the arms fall. Good, connecting to the earth. Earth chi rises, hands flip, connecting heaven to earth. Now you feel that heavenly chi. Feeling it opening up, exhale. Woo! And then allow this energy to fill the belly. It's like flowing through and then filling the belly. So the heart rate's up a little bit, that's okay. Just breathe with intention, with a smile. And with all those prayers and everything we've been working on, we're going to go right into the warm-up, or right into the workout. So just finished the dynamic warm-up, did our Qigong, did everything. Now, boom, now we're going to sweat. Now we're going to get things going. Get really yang here. So we're going to do what I call a descending cobra. It's a little bit of a core stretch, and you can activate the glute, but it's really to focus on the tricep and the chest. So it's an upper body move. So start in that high plank position, engaging all of those layers, the core, the arms, the lats, the glutes, the hamstrings. And then I slowly descend. This is the eccentric phase of a push-up. very slowly ascend or descend. Hold it above the ground by like a half an inch if you can. And then drop the hips, squeeze the butt, and extend out. And then come back into that high plank. Descending very slowly. Hold it at the bottom, above the ground. Drop the hips, squeeze the butt, lengthen, plank. And then from here, we go to cobra, the back, and we push slowly up. So it's different than a normal push-up. We're going way slower. It's a different tempo and with a different intention. Our intention is to get the glutes work a little bit, just get them fired, to open up the core a little bit, and to get a nice contraction through the eccentric, isometric, and concentric phase. So if this is too hard, come down to your knees and do it. So from here, about a 3 to 5 second descent. Hold for a couple of seconds. Drop the hips, get a little stretch, squeeze the glutes. And then back. Nice slow push up. Hold for a plank. And then descend back. Good. Now we're going to do alternating fireflies. So there's a fire hydrant. There's a back fly. So we're going to do both movements. So opposite arm and leg. So right leg stays in that 90 degree. My left arm is going to stay in a 90 degree like a goalpost. And I'm just coming away from my midline. Trying to get my knee and my leg flush with the ground. My arms flush. I'm trying to mirror them. And then I come across like a bird dog, squeezing that belly out into laterally out, squeezing that back and that glute, and bring it back together. I'm trying to get to like 10 or 12. Awesome. Switch sides. Again, going anywhere from 10 to 12. 8 is cool too. Whatever you feel that you can do. Oh, from here, we're going to do some bird dogs, but we're just going to hold them again. Okay. So I do this movement a lot just because it works. It's like a really good foundational postural posterior chain kind of work. And they can always get better. You want to make by just contracting more, and if you want to make it harder, you bring the arms and leg out, and then this knee that's on the ground, you just bring it up off the ground. Now you just made it way harder. So this really is great for stability in the core, or core strength and shoulder stability. Switch sides. Try and hold it for about 15 seconds. Switch sides. Again, if you want to make it harder, just bring that knee up off the ground. Yeah, one more set on each side. That one's tough for me. I got to work on that one. Okay, cool. So now we're going to do a mountain climber with rotation. So hold that high plank. I'm pulling the knees up, engaging my hip flexors. But when I come up, I'm going to bring this knee that I bring up towards my elbow and squeeze the oblique. So I get the rotation in the spine. And I'm bringing the hip underneath to engage the core more. So I'm trying to go for like 20 to 30 total. And if you feel like you want more chest work, come up, hold it into a push-up. That becomes more upper body focus. So again, remember, mountain climber with rotation, bringing that knee to the elbow. And again, you can do push-up component, and then isometrically hold that knee up, push. Okay, about 5 more of those. And when you're done, we're gonna flip onto our backs. Grab some water. Breathe with intention. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You can double exhale if you want. So with that little sequence of exercises that we did, you can make a workout with just that if you want. You would do that like 3, 4, 5 rounds. 1 round is good for me right now, especially with what we got coming up here. So we're gonna do some V-ups. We're gonna go to the edge of failure. We're gonna sit with each exercise and do three sets. Then we're gonna do a single leg glute bridge, then a crunch component. We're gonna do a tempo squat. Then we're gonna do a good postural body weight movement for our shoulders and our back. And then we're gonna do a forward lunge and then a crossover, or a cross back. And that's kind of like a progression to a curtsy lunge. So again, we're gonna do all of these to the edge of failure. And we're gonna do about 3 sets. So I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go for round 2. So laying on the ground. We're gonna do some V-ups. It's a core exercise. Remember, keep your core nice and tight. If you start to feel any discomfort in the low back, just change your position to where your back can stay flush with the ground. If it starts to arch, that's where you can have some problems. Also, too, if you're coming in the, where you're starting to open up and you get in this hollow body position, and if your core isn't engaging all the way, then it's just going to put a strain on your back even more. So if that happens, just listen to your body. Do a little stretch if you need to. That's something, if it's chronic for you, you probably work with one-on-one. Just let me know. But either way, let's get to it. You should be able to be okay. So straighten out. Big breath in with the belly, and then you're just going to come up into a V. Whew. So my edge of failure was about 20 right there. And what makes that exercise a little bit more engaging is as you come up, you're feeling your upper ribs engage, the upper core muscles engage by the ribs coming closer towards the spine. And then as the legs come up, I'm trying to roll the pelvis off the ground so it engages my lower abdominal muscles even more. As if it's just my legs coming up, it's mainly hip flexor. If I get the leg up and then bring the pelvis with it, like how I get my low back off the ground, then more of my lower abdominal muscles are working because they're pulling the hips up off the ground. And if you can't get your hips up, if you can't roll and get your hips up off the ground, it's just you need more lower core strength. There's other exercises we can do to help with that. So if you're not able to really do this effectively, what you can do is start roll back. Now your hips are off the ground. Bring the hands up to the side, and then just roll your hips up and down. Squeeze that core, and then come to where they're almost touching the ground. Straighten the legs out a little bit, and then pull the hips back. This is a variation of like a reverse lunge, or I'm sorry, a reverse crunch. Instead of the top down, you're doing the bottom up. So get the lower abdominal muscles stronger. That's a weak link for a lot of people. So we're going to jump right back into set number 2 with these alternating V-ups. If you can't do the V-ups that well, roll back and do a reverse lunge. And if you can't get the knees back up, start again with that roll back and then reverse back down. Really keeping that core nice and tight, trying to keep the hips from touching the ground, pulling back. So I'm going to demonstrate both in real time. And just, if you're already jumping at it and going after it, that's what's up. Woo! And if your heart rate goes up and you feel the exercise, your awareness wanting to scatter, use your breath and bring it back towards the spine. Okay. Set number 3. Let's go. All right. If you got a couple more left in you, that's what's up. Okay, exercise number 2. We're going to do a single leg glute bridge. So this is a good postural work, good exercise for just helping with lower cross syndrome and help activate the glute. So a traditional, you go like this, right? I'm pushing my heels into the earth, squeezing my butts. So when I squeeze the glute, it drives the hip up. And I'm not focusing on arching my back. I'm focused on engaging my glutes to where they just, by contraction, they drive the hips forward because my feet are planted to the earth. And then from there, I follow the contraction down. I get the hamstring and I get the calf. So the calf, the hamstring, and the glutes are doing the work to drive my hips up into extension. I'm not trying to go all the way. You can if you just want to get further into contraction, but allow that to happen because of a good contraction here, not because you just want to arch your back, right? So from what makes it a little more challenging is that at the top of here, squeeze the core and get the upper abs engaged. And then now, by keeping the hips up, the whole core is engaged with the glutes. So hip up, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the core even more, bringing the chin towards the pelvis, back down, back down. And you want to make it more difficult. The next progression from here is you go single leg, hold one leg out, push the hip into the earth, or push the heel into the earth, drive the hip up, and then engage the core even more. And go to failure on one side and then switch legs. Ready? Let's go. Switch legs when you feel tired. Like I'm really tight here. Ooh. Sorry, I just got a big whiff of dog poop. Not happy with that. Oh well. Awesome. Relax, recover. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's go for set number 2. For me on this one, I'm gonna do just a regular glute bridge with both legs, and then I'm gonna alternate left, alternate right. That's 1 rep. And if you want to throw the crunch component in there, awesome. If it's too much, take it out. Less is more. So just focus really on that posterior chain and that glute activation. Ooh, awesome. Real quick recovery here. If you are working through this, awesome. This is going to be our last set right here. Okay? And this time, just stay on one leg. Trying to match your breathing. Breathing in as you rise. Exhale as you come down. Now I'm going to just burn out, drop set right here. Squeezing that butt. Squeezing the butt pushes the hip up. Doing this contraction from the butt all the way down to the calf. Okay, great. Now we're going to jump into a tempo squat. We're going to do 3 sets, go to the edge of failure. What makes it the tempo is in when we descend. We want to avoid the butt wink. So chest up, feet shoulder width apart. And we're going to slowly sit back in a chair. Really slow. Slow. Arch that back. Once you start to feel the back round, the low back starts to round, stop and just go right back up. So let's start. Coming back, chest up, spine straight, sit, and then squeeze the glute together. Going back nice and slow. Hold it. Squeeze the legs. Squeeze the glute, drive up. So really slow. Really slow. As you come down, keep the weight in the front. You feel these quads load up. So I'm trying to keep the weight in the front of the foot. Chest up. Driving hips forward. Cool. I could keep going, but I'm gonna stop. Recover. Now, what just makes this more challenging is incorporate some weight, whether it's a weighted vest or some milk jugs or gallons of water or dumbbells, whatever you have at home. It's all good. Maybe you got some kettlebells, or can make it more challenging by bringing the hands over the head. So I'm going to try that one. So you need good mobility in order to do this. So if you can't do it, don't worry about it. Roll the shoulders back, straighten the arms out, leaning forward, nice and slow, sitting back. All right, we got one more set. I'm going to grab some weights just because. So for me, I'm going to front rack as I go into it. So I can bring it back like this to where I'm just doing more of a back fly while I do it. You can do a front rack, whatever it is. I'm keeping the arms in. You can bring the arms down to the side and externally rotate. So I'll do both. Last set here. And you're pushing the earth away from you when you want to go up. You're not trying to use your back. Core nice and tight, spine straight. Bringing the shoulders back. You start to round this way. Get back into it. Squeeze that back together. Whew. Awesome. I got an epic back pump. Posterior chain is super pumped and connected. And when I say pump, it's not like sure it's a play on words like that bro mentality or that bro science, like, yeah, you got that pump, but that's just a signal that I'm hydrated and I'm getting good muscle connection and there's blood pouring into that muscle. So the muscle is engorging with blood, right? Engorging with blood, engorging with chi. I'm building a mind-body connection to that muscle group or muscle even more. And I'm just moving lots of lymph and just purging and cleansing the body, right? So that's just kind of the Qigong perspective in regards to, just exercise for me personally. So cool. Now we're done with tempo squats. Now we're going to do another upper body, shoulder drill. This is great to do just daily for a corrective routine or corrective exercise. my girlfriend, Bailey, the co-owner of Integrated Massage and Fitness, the co-owner of, this business that we're putting together. She does this like every day, and because it works, right? So it's going to be, we're going to make a move, like a pattern of an I, a Y, a W, right? And then if you want, sometimes you can go into like kind of like an inverted V, right? I forget what we were like. I don't know what to call this right now, but like from an IYW to fly, right? So you can call it like Superman or skydiver. Like I imagine like skydiving, whee, right? So IYW fly. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna stick with that. So yeah, IYW fly, and the whole time I'm engaging my back muscles. I'm bringing the shoulder blades together and down. So I'm getting my rhomboids really working here in my lower trap. Shoulders, everything's working together. And then the key towards this part, once I start to get from the Y back to the W to the fly, I want to keep the thumbs rolling back to, again, activate those external rotators to keep this chest open. Okay, let's go. So you can do it from a half kneeling position. You can do it from like a seated squat position, right? Do with what just feels right for you, okay? The more your spine gets parallel to the earth, the harder it's going to get. The more your spine comes back, the easier it's going to be because of your angle with gravity, okay? So I'm going to do it from a half kneeling position because my legs are really tired right now. So half kneel. I'm going to bend over this knee, using it as support. At the same time, my legs aren't just hanging out, like they're working. So I'm engaging my legs for stability and engaging this leg. I'm pulling the legs together, help ground and stabilize my body. Engaging the core, roll the shoulders back, arms, fingertips go straight out, squeeze the back together. I squeeze the back together. Y, squeeze the back, roll the thumb. W, squeeze the back, roll the thumbs out, fly. Hold it, and then hold it, hold it, hold it. I, Y, W, fly. Okay? So from here, bring the chin back, lengthen the spine, engage the core. I, Y, W, fly. Right? So find a pattern and a rhythm for you. Really keep that gauge and that back engaged. I, Y. Go ahead and switch legs. And I'm trying to go beyond a number here. So you can get 10, try and go 12. You can do 5, try to hit the 8. Just go beyond what your mind sets out as a target and see what your body is really capable of. Before you move to the different letters, get that back firing, bring them shoulder blades together even more. So here, feel retract, retract, retract. Y, retract, retract, retract. W, retract, retract, retract. Y, retract, retract, retract. Relax. Finishing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Ooh. All right. Now that our lower body got a little bit of recovery in actively, we're going to finish with forward lunge and a crossover. So we're going forward and then backwards. I'm going to demonstrate real quick. I'm going into a forward lunge, and then using this front leg and core to stabilize, I'm going to bring this back leg across. So from here, across, and then down. Up, back. Right? So lunge, step across back this way, down, and then back. Cool. So when you do the cross back and the lunge and the curtsy part, you want to feel the weight in this hip and this quad load up as it supports you as you're off balance, right? Because you're off of your midline, like you're rotated, you put all the weight in the front, right? And when you come back here, you're using both legs working together, pushing off with the back toe and driving up the middle of the front foot. Switching sides now. Well, I'm going to do it from this way so you can see what it looks like from here. So, reverse lunge. 1, 2, cross back. 1, 2, back in the middle. 1, 2, hold it down, load this leg, balance, support, reach across, down. 1, 2. Okay. Woo! Cool. We're going to do one more round on each leg. Go to the edge of failure. If it's 15 on one side, do 15 on the other. If it's 20 on one side, do 20 on the other. If it's 8 on one side, do 8 on the other. Remember, breathe in and out. Breathing in as you come together. Exhale as you expand. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Last set here, and we're done with the workout, and we're just gonna finish with some chi recovery. Let's go. Last set. Whenever you're done with your last set, bring yourself tall. Bring your heart rate down. Big breath into the nose. Hold it. Exhale. Okay. So big breath in. Shake, shake, shake. Exhale. Oh. Big breath into the nose. Oh. So the shaking is a great way to start and end the Qigong practice, especially when you go hard. Because in nature, they use this response to clear out cortisol, to lower stress. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you want to breathe in and out through the mouth, that's fine. That's one way of your body cooling itself down. So yeah. Sometimes when I get done, like I want to go into a flow, stretching and like spend like 10 minutes doing a nice stretch. But today I feel called to just sit and just focus on my breathing and with the visualization and just bringing the energy back to the belly. Bringing the blood that's in the muscles back to the organs. If it's go, 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 yang, yang, yang all the time, your awareness is in more in your muscles, acting, moving, which is awesome. At the same time, I want to bring that energy back to my organs and keep them nourished and supported. So it's a nice balance. So as I breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, I'm focusing on relaxing and shifting my nervous system from a state of stress to a state of ease. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Relaxing, calming the body. As you breathe and relax even deeper. I'm not trying to fix anything, but just surrendering to it even more. And as we breathe in, we connect again with the earth and with heaven. We overflow with the energy of the divine. And we're going to finish with some sound work, because sound is part of creation. Okay, so your intention is infused with your sound. So we're going to tune into some sacred sounds of the chakras, and we're going to activate them from the root up. It's going to be very calming, very euphoric, and just allowing what happens happen, as we are connected with heaven and earth. All is good. So bringing your awareness down to the base of the spine, to the tip of the tailbone, tuning into the brilliant red of the root chakra, feeling the warmth of the fire, the weight of the root. The sound is Lam, Lam. Breathing in, exhaling. And just playing with the vibration. Breathing in, brilliant red. Exhaling. One more. Well, my system's telling me to do one more, so I'm going to do one more. You don't have to do one. And it doesn't have to be powerful and full of sound. It can just vibrate well. So tuning more into the tissues and the space of what I feel in my body and the reverberation more so than the projection. Okay. So from the root, this brilliant red, we're connected to the earth and survival in this life. Come up, the sacral chakra, we're connected to our relations, our engagements, some creativity, and then just really our connection to others in a playful way. So when I think of sacral, I feel like child in art class, excited to paint and play with others. Feeling the root chakra supporting sacral. Feel them kind of together. And as I tune into my sacral chakra, I can also observe how my brow, my third eye chakra, in the space opens up. So as I bring more into my abdomen, and from this space, the upper dantian, the upper chakra centers open up like an antenna. And when I feel more disconnected with my lower abdominal, chakras, this is more busy. So like nature, things rise from the bottom up. They're as beautiful as their roots are what give them their beauty. So the sound for the sacral chakra is Vram, V-R-A-M. I believe that's what it is. It's what feels right with me right now. So from Lam to Vram. So big breath in. next sound, we're rising up the solar plexus, where we make decisions. Okay? Where we are establishing things. From this place, we are creating. Okay? Putting it into motion. Strong core. Bright yellow. Using this, hey, Paulo, it's going to be rum. Big breath in. And there is a mudra for this one. I don't know all the mudras. This one, I believe, is for the solar plexus. So. Rum, 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 rum. Now with the space open, flowing up, overflowing into the heart. The sound for the heart is hum, hum. So in Qigong we do and Sanskrit for the heart is hum. So there's this very, very, very similar audibles, very similar syllables and sounds that resonate the glands and the organs of the body, right? That engage our nervous system, bring things online. So with this space, this strong, open, solid space, give support to let the heart just feel safe, secure, and open, strong, protected. So all the love in the heart, and all the joy you have for yourself and for life, and for the love you pour into others, and for everyone that's struggling right now, we're just gonna sing for them. Right? We're gonna sing for them, bring joy into the now. Right? So. Big emerald green. Oh yeah. Woo. All this beautiful space, bringing up, clearing the throat, clearing out the throat. Any ghosts, anywhere where we feel stuck, where we can't express ourselves and express our joy and our creativity and our happiness and our care, and just like sometimes like if we're speaking from a place of fear all the time, or we fall into this program of like just like out of worry and stuff, it's just like this gets like loses its power, it gets soft, it gets quiet. We want to take ownership. I know I'm here, I'm solid. I'm speaking with compassion, and I'm speaking with confidence, right? So with this confidence, you can feel it sometimes in the back of the ears, the back of the neck. Sometimes when you speak in this place, it can seize up around the heart, and there's something in this link from above and from below, right here, that needs to kind of get sealed, just acknowledged. And usually that comes down to like belief system, value, what you value, and like what you really believe in and where you're operating from. Sometimes you just need to keep that stuff in check and then like do inventory and Like that's just part of the human experience, the human process. So just gonna have fun with that. We're gonna let this voice open up, let the gifts sing loud, and we're gonna blast off. All right? Just kidding. So, anyways, the sound is yum. So it's yum, Y-A-M. Big breath in, radiant blue. I can feel it vibrate from the top of my head down all the way into my core, into my testicles. Right? So even sometimes even down to my legs and my feet. So big breath in, channeling that reverberation of heaven merging with the body. So right now, my awareness is like rooted and like wanting to stay down. It doesn't want to like blast up and off because it's just like not leaking energy in the outside world. Everything's just like in this container. And so from here, I'm drawing up the chi, connecting with the brow. Now, like from this space, this hallway is emerging. It's opening up. And it's like this indigo, this violet, whatever color you're drawn to, whatever just happens. I like to use a white light, clearing these halls of perception into the body. And the sound is so bring the tongue to the roof of the palate in the part. You should feel it vibrate all in the face, throughout the whole body. So like amen, is rooted in this magic, in this medicine of connecting with these, glands in the brain, and how it governs everything down here on a, hormonal level, so to speak. Now we're going to finish bringing everything up to the crown, flowering up into the heavens, to the cosmos. The sound is Om. OM. We're going to finish here. And we're going to go through like an accordion and ascend up, more of a charging flow. So the ascending tone is what we'll play with after this. Okay? Pushing the tongue to the roof of the palate, opening up the palates even more. As you're in that mantra, in that vibration, just allow the body down to relax and open up, and the vibration to increase. I don't know about you, I'm feeling really good. All right, y'all. So, with the softness and happiness, we're gonna bring everything down to the root. And we're just gonna go boom from one chakra to the next, like we're singing and we're ascending up, we're opening up with praise and gratitude and reverence for life. On three. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. The high pitched part, bring the teeth together. You'll feel the teeth vibrate, charging that chi through the body. We start at the bottom again. Let's really work these lower chakra centers. Really get this lower dantian online in an ascending fashion. So now, bring the teeth together. Feel the zing. It's like a zinging. And this is, as I'm doing this with you, like new levels in this practice are unlocking for me. So that's why I'm just really excited, because I'm like, getting to share this experience with you in real time, which makes it so much more magic and so much more real, right? So, one more time, lower dantian, ascending in that really zing part. Bring the teeth together, tongue to the upper roof of the palate. Feel that zing, kind of like clear and open up. Okay, lower dantian, lower chakra centers are just humming. We're gonna bring it up into the heart, middle dantian, throat. Okay. pockets of vibration here. Whew. One more. And in the throat, you can feel a ball right here. Ooh. Purge it. Purge it out. Energy's flowing. Energy's moving. Healing is happening. Healing is happening. And go of old stories. Here and now. Into the throat. Let's go. I'm gonna do a little softer. Rising up, brilliant white lights, clearing the halls, forward, back, left, right, and inward in all the spaces, all of the chambers of the upper palace, the upper dantian. With reverence, we do a soft descending So play with the different octaves, bringing the vibrations a little higher. And then practice with the softness too. Instead of more volume, more softness, and how that reverberates. Play with that space, the chest open. Relax the hips. Awesome. Now let's just finish with the crown chakra. Wrap this up. I know you got a busy life. You can only do so much of this in one sitting. Yeah, there's a part of us that wants to just do this all day. All right. Hands over the belly. Bring everything down. In this last set of ohms, do it very softly, like a whisper. And then on your last set, do it loudly and silently and softly and all of between with the sound that comes from your heart and your mind, that inaudible sound, that prayer deep within. Okay. All right. That completes Soul Saturday. I appreciate you tuning in with me in this prayer and in this practice of love and healing, soul growth and strength building. We blend exercise, energy cultivation, and prayer practically into this life. We're bringing from the esoteric to the practical, activating our physiology to heal itself and to stay healthy and vital, keeping our immunity strong, spirit strong, and our heart open and strong. Hope this served you well, because I know in this time, in this day, and in this part in our life, going through some tough times. So God is with us. We are strong. We are His children. We are her children. And all will be good. Just show up every day and do the best that we can. And if there's anything I can do to support you in this process, in strength training, in the Qigong, whatever kind of avenue that best serves you, I'm here to work with you and customize a program for you that works well and optimally for what you want, what you need, where you want to grow and explore. So that's it for today. Thanks again. I love you all so much. Stay safe. Be well.